Come on. Do I sound like I'm joking? Do I sound like I'm playing? When you look into my eyes, you understand what I'm saying? Let me say it to you slowly, and it may sound scandalous. I don't think that you can handle this.
Okay, let's shift over to Sunday Night Football. The 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers are heading to Dallas to face the 6-8 Cowboys. The Buccaneers are 4-point favorites. The projected total is 49.5 points. That means Vegas is telling us that the Buccaneers will score 26 3/4, while the Cowboys score 22 3/4. Mike, Steph, what do you think about this game? Who you got?
The Bucs defense has been a sore spot on this team for much of the 2024 season, and that actually changed against the Chargers last week because they showed out, limiting the efficient Charger offense to just 17 points and barely 200 yards in total offense. The defense as a whole limited the Chargers to 0-6 on third down and 0 for 2 on fourth down. Tampa Bay has to be feeling pretty good about its offense, which gained 506 yards this past week against the vaunted Charger defense and became the only team in the NFL to have 8 games of 400 yards or more on offense. Mike Evans had a season-high 9 catches, 159 yards gained, and moving him into the top 25 in NFL history in receiving yards and the top 40 in league history in receptions. Evans now has 749 yards receiving for the season and is only 251 yards shy of tying Jerry Rice's record of 11 consecutive 1,000 yards seasons. Yeah, I swear, Mike Evans is sneakily great. That means with 3 games remaining, Evans needs to average 84 yards per game to end the regular season to hit that mark. You think Baker's not trying to get him to get that mark? Injuries withstanding? Yeah, I think that's a pretty much bet. That should be a prop bet itself. Now, going on the Cowboys got their 3rd win in 4 games as they beat the improving Carolina Panthers 30-14 this past week. Against the Panthers, their running back Dowdle, he ripped off his 3rd straight 100-yard game. And it was also the 3rd consecutive game in which he ran for a career high in yards. And hitting the century mark for the 3rd game in a row, Dowdle became the first Cowboy running back to do so since Ezekiel Elliott did it in 2019. Since this team started giving him the lion's share of the carries, the veteran runner has proven to be the best running back on the roster. Now, on the defensive side, without Parsons in the lineup, the defense was one of the worst in the league. But since his return, the unit has looked much better. When he was out, they was giving up 31 points a game. And when he came back, they're giving up just over 22.5 points a game. It's no surprise that when Parsons played, the Cowboys are much respectable at a record of 5-5. But without him, they're a record of 1-3. So that leads me to, do you really think I'm picking the Cowboys? Cowboys have nothing to play for. Tampa Bay has everything to play for. So Tampa -4, yeah, that over/under. Shoot, Dallas. How many times this year have they given up a 30 spot at home? And Baker trying to get Mike Evans that record. Yeah, Tampa -4 over/under over.
Well, I think I'm going to stick with you as far as Tampa, just because Dallas' offense is not good. So I expect Tampa, like you said, they have a bunch of reasons to play. They're actually the 3rd seed right now, which is pretty amazing how they've risen up the ranks. But what I'm more convinced about is that this will be an under game. As I said, I don't expect much from Dallas's offense. Granted, Dowdle is running pretty well. And Tampa is not giving up much points either. So as long as Tampa doesn't go crazy, and I don't think they will because Parsons is going to keep them in check a little bit, I like the under. And that is really the bet for me as far as that game goes.
I'm going to go on record. I think Tampa's scoring 30+. I think it'll be a 35-17 Tampa.
35-17?
Yes. Okay. So that's what, 52? Yeah, that gets the over.
All right. Well, you better hope Dallas gets that field goal because otherwise it would still be under.
All right. So 38-14. Quick with the math.
Welcome, everybody, to the Gimmick Infringement podcast. I am Brad Winchester.
And I am Tyler McDowell Blanken. Join us every week on GI, where we talk about what happened in pop culture, our lives, and most importantly, professional wrestling.
All right. And our last game of the week.
Yes! Yes! Yeah.
Because last game?
Yes.
All right. The 5-9 New Orleans Saints are heading to Green Bay to face the 10-4 Green Bay Packers. The projected total is 41.5 points, while Green Bay is a 13.5 point favorite. I can't believe they're putting this on Monday night. Vegas is projecting the score to be the Saints will score 14 points, while the Packers score 27.5. Part of the reason the Saints are such big underdogs is because not only is Derek Carr hurt, they're not really sure if Hayner or Rattler will be their QB, but now Alvin Kamara is hurt too with a groin injury and may not play. Mike Steph, can the Packers win by 13.5 points or more?
I want to say yeah, but I also thought that the Commanders could beat these same Saints by 6 points last week. And after having a 14-zip lead, much to my chagrin, they only won by 1, which messed up my round robin, which messed up my parlay, which messed up my day. So the Saints have gone 3-2 since Ritchie took over. First of their 2 losses came in that stretch by 1 touchdown against the resurgent Rams, and they bungled a unsuccessful 2-point conversion on the last play of the game. And then last week, it came down to the wire, and they lost 20-19 because they just put the rookie in way too late to actually complete the comeback. So I will say, at least the Saints players are playing for their coach, unlike the Bears. And rookie Spencer Rattler did run the offense in the second half, and that's when New Orleans mustered all 4 of their scoring drives. Interesting stat, though. In 26 years have passed since a quarterback drafted by the Saints won a game. The most recent time that it happened, Danny Wolford was under center for the Saints for a 1913 overtime victory against the Indianapolis Colts, quarterbacked by Peyton Manning, September 27, 1998. They don't call us hidden gems for nothing. For the Packers, Jordan Love threw 2 touchdown passes to Romeo Doubs, and the Packers ended the Seattle Seahawks 4-game winning streak this past Sunday, 30-13. But even more importantly, Josh Jacobs ran for 94 yards and a touchdown for the Packers, who have won 8 of 10. Jacobs finished with 136 yards from scrimmage, and he has 9 touchdowns in the last 5 games. So for the last 5 games, he scored at least 1. He has a total of 9 for the last 5 games. He's the first player in the NFL this year to have 2 first quarters with 80-plus yards from scrimmage. First time he did it was week 2 against Indianapolis. So, yeah, Green Bay. Ooh, wow. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to say the Saints plus 13.5. Because I think Green Bay is going to win, but for some reason, something's telling me since the Saints are actually still fighting for their coach, I'm not saying they're going to win, but who knows? It could be a snowy day, and maybe Green Bay would just be content on salting the game away, or they might have a backdoor cover like the damn Saints did last week. So Saints plus 13.5, over under.
Well, finally we get to disagree. I was staring at this game when I first looked at it. I was like, there's no way I'm picking anybody for more than 13.5 points. But the more I looked at it, the Saints are without the quarterbacks, without the wide receivers, now without their star running back. Packers are just going crazy. They've scored over 30 points 4 straight games. I am going with Green Bay. They're going to win by more than 20, and they're going to score over 30 points. So I got Green Bay minus the 13.5, and I got the over. Mike Steph, take us home.
Please go to sportspodcastgroup.com, shortlist categories to vote for the 3 nominees from the 19 Media Group. For Best Wrestling, vote for Gimmick Infringement. For Best Basketball Podcast, vote for either Hip to the Games or the NBA Baseline. Please Support, vote. Matter of fact, I think you can vote more than once. Can you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well,
but you can get your significant other to vote too.
Thank you. Or just use two different emails. Doesn't matter. But yes, please support our brethren. I'm so happy for them. And like I said, our goal is to be on this short list next year. But regardless, as long as one of the 19 media group, and in this case, 3 of the 19 media group is represented, then it's all love to me. Before I get out of here, I'd like to wish each and every one of y'all a very early Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. And there's one particular reason why I'm doing this right now and not next week is because, unfortunately, unless you might see me pop up for maybe like 5 minutes, but unfortunately, due to my family obligation, I'm not going to be able to record with my brother, the Mojo King. So I'm going to give y'all my best wishes, my holiday wishes now. And y'all see me the week of New Year's. Number 2, I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for making us the podcast y'all choose to view and the podcast y'all choose to listen to. And with all that being said, Hidden Just Football, and then a part of 19 Media Group. Goodbye.
Hey, Mike, Steph, were you looking for the chicken? You're right here.
Nope. I know. See, listen. I'm in a holiday spirit. I was going to let him live. I'm going to let him live for the holiday spirit. But I swear, going into the new year, you're going to have to get something else to make a noise, because if I see that squeaky chicken after January 1st, I'm going to reach through the screen.
This is a 19 Media Group presentation.
This is where are we at? We're Sunday night? Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, Sunday night. I'm sorry. I'll tell you later.
You wait for the injuries?
Huh? I'll tell you later. And strangle it by his neck. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But
he looks surprised.
Yeah. Also, he looked like. Yeah. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna.